Pedri. This season is my best with Barcelona. Spanish star Pedri, a key player for Barcelona, spoke about the behind-the-scenes details of his contract renewal with the Catalan club, his best season with Barcelona, and the team's chances of winning the UEFA Champions League. In statements highlighted by the Spanish newspaper Marca, Pedri said, "When I arrived here, I never expected to stay at the club until 2030. At first, I used to sleep in a hotel, sharing a room with my brother. I would talk to him and tell him that I had trained well and that I hoped to stay here." He continued, "This is my best season with Barcelona so far, along with my first season, but this needs to be reflected in titles." Pedri. We can dream of winning the UEFA Champions League. Pedri added, "I feel more comfortable this season, whereas my second season at Barcelona was the worst due to frequent injuries." He went on to say, "This is the season in which I feel most at ease. If we exclude this season, my first was the best. Everything was new, and I adapted very quickly. The worst was my second season because I kept going from one injury to another." When asked about the possibility of winning the UEFA Champions League, Pedri responded, "Why not? Dreams are free. The team is now showing a completely different image compared to previous years. We are managing to win matches against big teams, showing our strength and delivering strong performances while maintaining control." Regarding his improvement under Flick, Pedri stated, "I think the people who made adjustments in the gym and the way we train have helped me a lot. We have found the right approach with the physiotherapists and coaches, understanding what is best for my body and my personal training routine. I believe they have played a big role in my progress." Flick reverses his decision regarding De Jong. Barcelona head coach Hansi Flick has reconsidered his stance on Dutch midfielder Frenkie de Jong during the current period. Barcelona had previously withdrawn their contract renewal offer for de Jong due to his dip in form since the start of the season. According to the Spanish newspaper Sport, Flick has long been an admirer of de Jong and is now pushing for his contract extension. The German coach wants Barcelona's management to make a greater effort to secure de Jong's renewal before the end of the season. When Flick took charge of Barcelona, one of his first requests was to keep the Dutch midfielder at the club. Flick is convinced that de Jong is one of the best midfielders in Europe and believes that selling him would weaken Barcelona's long-term project. Barcelona had initially offered de Jong a contract extension, but the Dutchman did not respond. With his recent dip in form, the club decided to withdraw the offer. Fries. When does Frenkie de Jong's contract with Barcelona expire? De Jong's current contract with Barcelona runs until the summer of 2026. This means he still has one more season left beyond the current campaign. By January next year, he will be eligible to negotiate with other clubs. Yuck. Rafinha. What Flick did is the reason I stayed at Barcelona, and I dream of getting a new tattoo. Barcelona winger Rafinha has revealed his ambitions and dreams with the Catalan Giants after an impressive season. The Brazilian has scored 23 goals across all domestic and international competitions for Barcelona, making him the team's second highest scorer behind Robert Lewandowski, who leads with 30 goals. In an interview with France Football magazine, Rafinha spoke about his aspirations. "I would love to get a tattoo of the Champions League trophy if we win it." On winning the Ballon d'Or, he said, "It's great for a player to be recognized by everyone." Regarding his good relationship with Hansi Flick and his improved performances, Rafinha shared, "When I found out he was coming to Barcelona, he called me and told me I was one of the players he would count on, even though he hadn't seen me train yet. That was very important in my decision to stay. It gave me peace of mind to train and reach my best form. I knew I would be a key player in the team." When asked about Xavi Hernandez, Rafinha said, "Despite all the rumors about my departure last season, Xavi always reassured me that he relied on me. If he weren't Barcelona's coach, I wouldn't be wearing this jersey, which I always dreamed of wearing. Xavi was convinced I would become an important player, and that's what I'm working towards, staying calm and confident to give my best for the team." He continued, "As one of the team leaders, I have to put in extra effort. I must fight for Barcelona and give everything for the badge and my teammates. I have to always aim higher, help the younger players, and make sure everything reflect. FIFA president surprises Barcelona after the big win against Valencia. What we witnessed on the pitch from FC Barcelona is a clear message to all competitors, whether in Spain or Europe, that this team has returned with full force to position itself at the forefront of football. The result Barcelona achieved against Valencia is not just an ordinary victory. It is a display of power and the ability to completely dominate any opponent, regardless of their size or history. When a big team like Valencia suffers such heavy defeats twice in a row, one with a 7-1 scoreline at the Estadio Olympic Luis Companies in La Liga, and the other with a 5-0 thrashing at their home ground in the Copa del Rey, it reflects the mental and technical readiness that the Catalan team possesses this season. Under the leadership of German coach Hansi Flick, Barcelona is not just emerging as a strong team, but as a complete project aiming for dominance in the years to come. Flick, known for his ability to build teams with a clear attacking identity, has swiftly managed to integrate experienced players with young talents in a harmonious way that makes it difficult for any opponent to stop them. What is particularly impressive about this team is its heavy reliance on young players, who are not merely fillers in the starting lineup, but are at the core of the club's new project. Lamine Yamal, this young footballing gem, is a living example of what this project can produce. At a very young age, he is doing unbelievable things, whether in terms of ball control, sharp vision on the pitch, or even the audacity to make decisions. This player possesses an extraordinary talent rarely seen at his age, and what he is doing now is just the beginning of a career that could become legendary. Yamal does not just play with the enthusiasm of youth. He displays tactical maturity that makes you feel as if you are watching a seasoned professional. His intelligent movements on the field, precise passes, and ability to change the tempo of the game make him an indispensable asset in Barcelona's squad, not just for this season, but for many to come. But Yamal is not alone. Barcelona boasts an incredible group of young players capable of leading the team toward a bright future. We have Gavi, a player with relentless combativeness in midfield that catches everyone's attention, and Pedri, who is emerging as the team's new maestro with his intelligent passing and contributions both offensively and defensively. These young names play a pivotal role alongside experienced players who provide guidance and composure in crucial moments. This balance is what makes Barcelona a strong contender for every title. Discussing Barcelona's ambitions this season cannot be limited to domestic competition alone. This team has the capabilities to go far in the Champions League and strongly compete for the title. Their cohesive team play, fighting spirit, and ability to adapt to different playing styles make them a threat to any opponent. Whether facing a traditional Spanish rival or one of Europe's giants, Barcelona has shown that they can adjust their tactics and exploit their opponent's weaknesses in the best possible way. Barcelona also does not rely on a single playing style, but is characterized by tactical flexibility, allowing them to change their approach mid-game depending on the circumstances. This makes it difficult for opponents to read or predict their movements. A prime example of this was their approach against Valencia, where they started the match with high pressing and then transitioned to complete midfield control while intelligently exploiting spaces behind the opposition's defense. This ability to read matches and change the tempo at the right moment gives the team an advantage in most encounters. What makes Barcelona's current project even more special is that it is not just focused on the present, but has a clear vision for the future. The club's technical management understands that sustainable success is not achieved merely by winning matches, but by building a team capable of competing for years to come. This is why there is significant emphasis on developing young players and giving them the opportunity to play alongside experienced stars. This policy will not only bear fruit in the present, but will also make Barcelona one of the hardest teams to beat for at least a decade. Lamine Yamal, Gavi, Pedri, and other emerging names from the club's academy all form the backbone of Barcelona's future. With a coach like Flick, who excels in managing young talent, the path is set for great achievements. If the club continues on this trajectory, there is no doubt that the coming years will witness more domestic and